It's time for the Double J Podplex, where wrestling lives. So man up and step on in. For all your wrestling news and commentary, here are your hosts, Jeremy and Jimmy.
Welcome all you crank yankers back to the Double J Podplex here in the man cave. My name is Jimmy for the most part on some days, and this is Mr. Jeremy Bergeron trying to take it back, bringing you back to 1995 when we were younger. We were younger, ready to thrive. And I don't know, I haven't had a beer yet. Jeremy, go on.
Back in the New York groove, back in the man cave here at the Podplex headquarters. And we're going to pretty much go over this pay-per-view that's coming up, No Mercy.
We will give it no mercy.
Yes, we will give it no mercy. Just like the N64 video game that I would rule anybody in.
That was actually an open challenge. You know how
It is.
You know how AJ Styles offers the open challenge for the United States Championship. That was an open challenge from Mr. Jeremy Bergeron to anyone out there in the listening universe of the Double J Podplex to come out and play a little friendly game in No Mercy. Although there will be no friendly in it, it will be no mercy. So
no mercy.
Jeremy, moving right along, jumping right into it, diving into it, getting on top of the diving board, bouncing 3 times, doing a triple, quadruple flip, whatever the hell you call it.
A triple deke.
Yeah.
Triple deke.
Doing some type of flop. Let's move right on into The Miz and Jason Jordan for the Intercontinental Championship. Now look, The Miz is joined with, of course, the Miz Taraj and Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Is Jason Jordan ready, and is he enough to take this title?
I think so. I think he's definitely ready.
Okay.
Definitely ready. As far as his in-ring work and just what he can do, what he's capable of doing, I think he's ready. Something tells me, though, that I think The Miz will pull out the victor. With the help of Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
Right. I mean, for crying out loud, as far as the match card is concerned, it even says with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
Right.
The question in my mind is, does, the Hardy Boys, so to speak, because they've had problems with the Miz Taraj in the past couple weeks, do they come out and assist Jason Jordan? I actually don't think so.
No,
I think the way this match goes is quite simple. I think the Miz cheats to win as he always has, as he always will, at being the great heel that he is. And it's not even the fact that Jason Jordan isn't ready. It's the fact that the Miz is so damn good at what he does. He is so damn good having that Intercontinental strap around his waist. What he's done as far as a heel is better than anyone on either roster, on SmackDown or Raw. And it's just simply not time to take it off the Miz yet. I don't think Jason Jordan is ready to take it off the Miz yet. Not that he's not ready. I think he's actually getting there. But he is not ready to be the guy that stops the Miz.
Correct. And that's what I was getting at earlier. I think he is ready, but not ready to kind of take that title and run with it, But, just like you said, the Miz is like, he is the best heel right now in the company. And, there's a reason why he is holding on to that belt still. So
and that's the thing, man. I think the Miz, ever since that fateful night when he was on Talking Smack, when he lost his mind, has become the true heel of the WWE, and has become honestly more and more of a fan favorite amongst hardcore quote unquote fans. And this is the guy that has changed the way we look at the Intercontinental title, and deservingly so. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Miz as are you, and we'll have to see on Sunday. Hopefully, they'll prove us wrong. I wouldn't mind seeing the kid do it, but
yeah, I'm with you. And in the match, well, I don't know if it's going to be the match after that on the actual pay-per-view, but what we're looking at is the fatal 5-way match for the Raw Women's Championship between Alexa Bliss, who is the current champion, and she'll be defending her title against Sasha Banks, Bayley, Nia Jax, and Emma. Now, Bayley was just added to this match,
Right.
From Raw.
Mm-hmm.
She made her return from her injury, and she was included in the match. Jimmy, I'm gonna go with you first. Who do you think has this one?
It's so easy to sit here and say, Alexa Bliss retains it. It's so easy to say, regardless of what happens in a 5-way match, Alexa Bliss retains it. However, I'm actually not going that route.
I'm not either.
However, I may shock the entire universe saying this. It's not Alexa Bliss. It's not Sasha Banks. It's not Bayley. It's not Nia Jax. Your champion at the end of Sunday is Emma with the biggest swerve WWE has done in the women's division to date.
Wow.
Emma will walk away your Raw Women's Champion. Although if it's not Emma, I'm going to have to go Nia Jax.
That's my pick.
But Emma is going to be my dark horse pick and my pick in general. I think Emma has gotten the short end of the stick, no pun intended. And I think it's going to be a swerve that you didn't expect. And if there was a time when WWE wanted to pull the rug out from under you when you thought you knew everything, this is the time. I'm making that prediction with heart and with soul and with body. And if I had a mind, I'd make it with the mind.
I'm going Nia Jax. I think it's her time.
So you realize what just happened?
What?
There's 5 women in this match. 3 are huge stars.
Right.
Neither one of us picked them to win this match.
I just think it's that time.
Yeah, I do too. Otherwise,
they'd be kind of hinting at it for a while.
Yeah.
And being how dominant she is,
they've been hinting as far as like the Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss frenemy or whatever the hell you want to call it angle.
Yeah.
It's the big. Long story short, back in the day when it was the Divas division, the biggest issue is you would have these larger women, whoever it may be, that they were big and bad, but they had nothing else to their character. As of right now, you have Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Bayley as your main competitors on Raw. If they actually make a swerve, which we both predict they will give it to one of the other 2 women, and give it to Nia Jax or Emma, you're giving more depth to your roster. Right. And that is, I'm not saying the women's division is falling apart, because it's far from that. But it would be a much needed breath of fresh air for the women's division if one of those 2 ladies walked away, especially Emma, which no one except for apparently me expects.
Hey, and you know what? If Emma were to win, I guess I wouldn't be too upset about it. Being that has she ever had?
No.
She's never had it.
She's never had the
before.
NXT title either.
So she never had the NXT women's, no Diva, no.
Nothing. Yeah. Which is a slap in the face because she is one of the most underrated in-ring performers as far as from a women's standpoint that WWE has had in quite a while. Another thing I don't know if you noticed, she and Paige actually grew up wrestling together.
Really?
They knew each other from very, very young. Yeah. Speaking of Paige, she was actually noticed at the Performance Center.
I saw that.
I'm just here to see a friend. No, you weren't.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, unless that friend is like Triple H,
No, actually, I think the friend was Xavier Woods.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken.
Man.
I think the friend was Xavier Woods. But I'm
sure that was fine and dandy.
So speaking of a certified G, as Xavier Woods would be.
Right.
Speaking of a certified G, the certified G is now taking his reins in the cruiserweight division. That is where he's at now. That's where he resides. That's where he sets up camp. He has his work cut out for him against a very credible champion that not even the great Austin Aries could take down. Does Enzo Amore have enough to beat Neville? And I think it's a unanimous decision here as well.
No.
You're shaking your head. I know exactly what you're
saying. I think this would really look bad if they allow Enzo to beat Neville and Austin Aries, fought him 3 or 4 times.
3 times, yeah. And Austin couldn't do it.
Was close,
as great as Austin Aries is,
and couldn't do it.
That upsets me too. My part on it, as far as this goes, 2 things. One, I think the fact that Enzo Amore is so damn good on the mic is a great thing, but that is his only strength. He is not that good in the ring. But this is actually WWE creative and performance. Well, not creative necessarily, but it's their performance center's fault. Why in the hell does Enzo Amore, who has been in over 3 years in NXT, spent over 3 damn years in NXT, and does not know how to wrestle in ring? that's an issue.
It is.
That
it
is
is
an
a big
issue that should have been solved a long time ago. And the fact that they haven't done that when you know how gifted he was on the mic, definitely has harmed his character, and it has brought their credibility as well up to question.
Right.
But and one last thing I'll say, and I'll see what your take as far as that goes. Of course, I know you go with Neville, but for someone to take it away from Neville, it has to be somebody of prestige. It has to be somebody that is either the next guy up or a returning veteran. Whereas my other dark horse prediction comes in. Neville will win the match against Enzo Amore. He will be greeted Monday evening, or whenever he gets there at wherever they are on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
He will be greeted by a one Rey Mysterio coming to take his title.
Wow.
Drop the mic. I'm done. I'm going to get a beer.
Wow. That's I would love to see that.
I think that would be great.
I would love it.
And he is not in any way cut ties with WWE. So I mean that
right.
that would be I'd love every second of it.
A blast from the past, if you will.
Blast from the past, brother. Blast from the past.
I dig it. I'm on board. If that happens, I'm totally on board with that.
I mean, I think hashtag Mysterio for Cruiserweight should basically trend worldwide.
It's trending right now.
I saw it on the ticker.
On the
ticker.
On the ticker.
Moving right along to a match that on paper is a dream match of mine. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Souls, the Ruler of Worlds versus the Demon, although it's not the Demon.
Correct.
Of course, Balor trying to prove how dangerous he can be without that demon persona, but at the same time, the demon persona is what makes him unique.
Yes.
As far as this match goes, I'll leave my whatever for a few minutes because I still have to gather myself a little bit for it. To be honest, it's not even about in my mind who has more to gain from this match. Obviously, Finn Balor won in the first one. Who has more to gain from this match?
Bray Wyatt, for sure.
I mean, I would think so, too.
Because they have him losing, like, a lot of these pay-per-view matches.
He loses pay-per-view matches like crazy. He can have the build-up to a great feud, but, he loses the match. This isn't just regular wrestling. This isn't just regular technical wrestling. This is a guy who, thrives off of how great he is on the microphone, as in Enzo Amore. I'm not saying Bray Wyatt's bad in ring, because he's not.
Correct.
He's pretty decent.
Yes.
But for him to say all of these different things, call himself the Eater of Worlds, saying he has the whole damn world in his hands, stuff of that nature, you have to be able to back it up.
Yes.
Especially in this day and age. And I don't blame him. It's just creative does not give him a shot to back it up. Having him drop big time matches in high profile feuds destroys Bray Wyatt's consistency, but it destroys his credibility. And
his charisma, would you say?
Yeah, he still has his charisma, but it's just he's not credible. Okay, well I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. Talking about Finn's demons, talking about all these threats or these ominous responses. It doesn't mean anything unless Bray Wyatt wins. Unless Bray Wyatt starts to win.
Right.
If he's not winning, he's no longer a threat. And that's what he's pretty much reduced to. So I'm going to have to go, as much as I hate to say it, I'm going Finn Balor straight up. But that's just because of how much I believe they want to push Finn and of how much they don't respect how great Bray Wyatt is.
I'm gonna go Bray Wyatt here. And Finn is actually my favorite currently on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
The entire WWE roster.
Okay.
So, I love his demon character. I think it's awesome. But I don't know, I think Bray Wyatt's gonna pull this one out.
Well, I mean, you would hope so. You hate to see him, a guy of that much talent, and just such a unique character to be buried, time in and time out. It's just, it gets a little annoying from time to time.
Yeah.
But speaking of four men who are not buried at this moment, and four men who are about as hot as it possibly gets.
Yep.
Let's talk about the 2/3 of the Shield, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, who are your tag team champions for WWE Raw, taking on Cesaro and Sheamus, known as The Bar now.
The Bar.
They are known as The Bar, and they set the bar. As simple as that. I'm going with the obvious answer, but I want to hear what you think about it. As far as this goes, is it time to take these titles away from the Shield? And I'm going to use that to hell with it. Is it time for the titles to be taken away from them?
No.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's as simple as that. I don't think there's much more to
People love it. They love the whole mini reunion they got going on here.
Right.
And, you know, people love the Shield when they first debuted, and, you know, we're the hounds of justice, you know?
Right.
And, you know, to have this little bit of a reunion, it's, you know, bringing back the good memories of what was the Shield. And, and, you know, I think they're going to let them keep these titles for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I think this is the easiest one actually on this card. I think Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins have done enough to keep it at least for one more pay-per-view. Not that there's anything against Cesaro and Sheamus, because they are quite credible.
Right.
But no, it's not time yet. As far as this goes, if it ends up being a full-blown Shield reunion with Reigns as well, or if it ends up being Dean Ambrose turning on Seth later on down the line, it's not happening yet. They have more to do as far as this tag team division goes. So Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins winning, I think that's a consensus.
Absolutely.
Moving right along to a dream match, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A match we have not seen on a pay-per-view. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. You know, the face that runs the place versus the big dog. The big dog who supposedly this is his yard now, but this is Cena's company. So,
yeah.
You know, as far as this goes, man, it would seemingly go either way, or it seemingly could go either way.
Yes.
As far as Roman Reigns and John Cena, I'm not going to ask who will win, although we're going to get to that. Who needs to win?
Roman Reigns.
I believe so.
Roman Reigns definitely needs to win this match because, you know, the build-up has been incredible.
Yes, it has.
That promo that John Cena shot, that first one.
When he said the thing about the steroids.
Right.
That was, or the drugs, rather, failing a drug test.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
that was pretty good.
It had people paying attention.
Absolutely. Well, and it's John Cena.
Right.
That's John Cena on the mic.
Is.
I mean, I watched not too long ago, about last week, I watched that promo he gave, with The Rock when they were going to the first matchup between the two of them at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And, he even made a comment about The Rock writing notes on his wrist, about promos. And that was incredible. I mean, the guy is a master. I don't understand. Yeah, I've said this a million times. I don't understand the hatred for John Cena. The guy has done everything that's been asked of him and more.
Right.
And has been great at it. Where on the flip side, Roman Reigns can't cut a promo to save his life.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Which is very unfortunate.
If he was able to do a really good promo like Cena or Rock or Jericho, then, you know, I think he would be really good. I
think he still can be.
Yeah.
But it depends on how this goes about happening and how, you know, and John Cena's going to put him over as much as he can. John Cena's on the twilight of his career. He's going to be leaving soon, or at least going to much more of a part-time role than he already is, soon enough. But my prediction, as far as all this goes, is that, what was yours one? You going Roman Reigns winning the match?
You know, I'm gonna go Reigns. I'll go Reigns.
I'm
really truthfully uncertain, but I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here and go Roman
We both
Reigns.
said that Roman Reigns gains more. Roman Reigns needs this match more than John Cena does. Mm-hmm. The exact reason why John Cena wins this matchup. But John Cena does not win cleanly. John Cena does not win cleanly. John Cena cheats and beats Roman Reigns.
Really?
Absolutely.
Cheats.
John Cena cheats and beats Roman Reigns. John Cena is going to show a part of him that no one has seen before. One who is actually not scared, but is sensing that his time is almost up. Sensing that it is no longer his time. That old saying, your time is up, my time is now, is going to flip on John Cena. And it is going to be notable in this matchup at No Mercy. John Cena will find a way to win this matchup, but it will not be by his normal means. It will not be full attitude adjustments. It may be a low blow. Somehow John Cena wins this matchup and continues this feud.
Well, that's a bold prediction.
Dude, I'd put money on it. I swear to God, I'm actually really sure of that one.
Wow.
I think John Cena, he doesn't have to turn heel though. It does not have to, it may be a heel tactic, but he does not have to turn heel. It's a great gray area to keep John Cena relevant and Roman Reigns not lose. Although he would technically lose.
Right,
but,
yeah.
But he would not be get pinned clean. It is the perfect answer to this.
I tell you what, I hope you're right.
I'm digging it.
I hope you're right.
I'm digging it, dude. I'm digging it.
So am I.
So, I'll give the audience a time to breathe after that.
Right.
That shit I just dropped.
Right.
Let's jump on into it, dude. This is the thing we've been talking about for months.
Yes.
Okay? For months. We've been sitting there watching Monday Night Raw months ago when you saw Brock Lesnar face to face with Braun Strowman. It is finally here. It has finally come. 1-on-1, Strowman, Lesnar.
That was the day after Mania, right?
I believe that was the day
The
after
Raw
Mania.
after Mania?
Yeah. So, I don't even know how to put it. How does Strowman not win this match?
Right.
I mean, your take, I guess. I mean, how does Strowman not win this matchup?
How does he not win it? Well, that's a damn good question. Well, okay, for starters, I'm just going to say I hope he wins this match.
Oh, I hope so too.
I really do hope he does. I'm not certain who I'm going to pick, though, to actually win the match.
Oh, mine's easy.
Because I remember last time it was for SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
You had picked Samoa Joe to win.
I did pick Samoa Joe.
And I knew Lesnar was going to win.
Yeah, I was quite upset about that.
I knew it. But this, I'm not so certain because this is Braun Strowman we're talking here. This is a guy who is just as big, if not bigger, than Lesnar, and can physically, right, and can do so much more than Lesnar, in my opinion.
Right.
This dude really is a freak, and
he's a monster among men.
Right. Just he is a monster among men, and I really hope it's his time. And you know what? I'll go Strowman to win this match. And I just have a feeling in the back of my head that WWE could pull something stupid and just leave this title that he barely defends on.
Well, let me ask you this question: two things. Does WWE make stupid decisions?
Absolutely.
Okay. In WWE's mind, who is the biggest name? Who is their cash cow right now?
I'm going to say Roman Reigns.
Well, as far as this matchup goes, who is their cash cow? Who is the guy who has the most notable
this match?
Yes.
Oh, well, Lesnar.
Where's the money at? Is the money keeping it on Lesnar? They're going Brock Lesnar. This sucks.
You're probably right.
This sucks, and I'm not happy about this. Brock Lesnar's going to win this match. Now, he may... put it like this. He is not going to pin Braun Strowman. I don't know if it's going to be similar to what John Cena does to win. I don't know if it's going to be, he's unable to compete, so he loses the match, but not his title. I don't know if it's a count out. Maybe Strowman puts him through another table on the outside. It's a count out, but he doesn't lose the title.
Right.
Brock Lesnar is walking out as WWE champion. As much as that pains me to say that.
Right.
Because, look at it like this. Look, we are in September. But it doesn't seem like
he still has the title.
But Mania's not too long away. Brock Lesnar, oh God, I hate saying this. Brock Lesnar's going to keep the title. It would be a win for everyone if Braun Strowman was able to win to keep that title relevant.
Yes.
But I also got some more bad news. Brock Lesnar's leaving after this match too for a little while. Brock Lesnar's not going to be there as often. He may not even be there the next damn pay-per-view.
And that's bullshit.
So let's get used to Lesnar being a part-time champion. Let's get used to the WWE putting a title on somebody who cannot defend it all the time. When you have guys like Reigns, when you have guys like Finn Balor, when you have guys like Bray Wyatt, when you have guys like Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, etc., 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 even the frickin' Miz, you have it on Brock Lesnar. That's so aggravating. But at the same time, Brock Lesnar is their gold goose.
But if you had the choice to either be Universal Champion or Intercontinental Champion, what would you be?
As of right now, Intercontinental.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Not even close.
Yeah.
You know, when it was Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, look, that's the title to have. You know, that was an indie darling's dream.
That title just has more meaning to it. It just seems more.
It's because, first of all, the Universal Championship's new.
Right.
So it does. Yeah. Well, no, but it doesn't have the history with it. There's never been a guy yet to put their stamp on that title. To have, like, miraculous runs with it.
Right.
The person who's held it the longest is this son of a bitch who's going to hold it again. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an issue that will not be fixed anytime soon, because at the end of the day, Vince McMahon does run this company still. And as in the immortal words of CM Punk, and also, I do not wish this upon Vince McMahon, but the company will be better after Vince is dead. Kind of as simple as that. Didn't mean to take it as morbid, but
yeah, just a little bit.
You know,
hey, it's all right.
You know, it's the way I feel.
Not to say anything wrong.
But yeah, there's something wrong with that one. But my father's good. But Brock Lesnar does win this match. As much as I hate to say that, I would love to say Strowman takes. It just seems too easy. It seems too simple. It seems too, okay, we're gonna push Braun Strowman. What's the easiest way to push Braun Strowman even when Lesnar leaves? Have him pissed off. Have him with no title. On the flip side, if Braun Strowman does win the title, who takes it from him?
Well, I mean, Lesnar would surely invoke his rematch clause at some point.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
maybe Strowman if he were to win it, maybe he holds it till Mania.
The way that Strowman is, because of the fact how much younger he is than Lesnar too, and how much he's a beast and the monster. They're similar personas.
Right.
If Strowman beats Lesnar straight up, Brock Lesnar's done. I really think it's that serious too. If he gets beat by Strowman, and by the way, it's not going to be a back and forth match. Strowman's going to maul him if he does beat him, and it would bury Brock Lesnar. So Lesnar needs to win this championship, even if he, at the end of the match, is bloodied, bruised in the middle of the ring, and Strowman standing over him as a loser. That still would have Strowman as a winner. So that's about the size of the way I think as far as the title match has gone. But say match all sad and stuff. It's probably it's probably going to be a hell of a pay-per-view. It should be pretty good. It should be something you look forward to. But do not sit here and expect Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman to steal the show. Don't expect it to be something that you tell your kids about. Oh, I was watching, what is this? No Mercy 2017, and oh man, I saw the first ever meeting between Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. Not going to be that.
I mean, we kind of already saw that matchup, for at SummerSlam,
and Strowman.
So we know what to expect,
and Strowman won. Right. I mean, it wasn't close.
Right. We know what to expect for that, but I think the real marquee matchup here is Cena and Reigns. Because they've never fought.
Yes, no, absolutely. Cena and Reigns is going to be the match of the night.
The build-up.
It's going to be the match of the night.
It will. Yes.
And I don't think there's anything close. It's going to be the match of the night. The Miz and Jason Jordan is going to be good.
Yeah,
No, John Cena and Roman Reigns is going to steal the show.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because they say both these guys can't wrestle, but this match is going to be one for the ages. So
I hope you're right.
It's interesting. What's also interesting is that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and John Cena actually got a 4-star match at one point in time. We forget that though, but neither one of them can. John Cena can't wrestle, and The Rock honestly has not been the greatest wrestler either of all time. So, yeah, critics will be critics. This is the Double J Podplex, where critics is just up the street.
Speaking of critics. We might have to go there later.
Oh, we are going to critics. That's on. I don't know where it's at. I don't know.
It's on Quincy, right?
Quincy. It's on Quincy, right behind Street. Right behind the Hooters off of Veterans. That's Critics' Choice, where you can be the critic, and you have a choice.
Behind where Taco Tico used to be.
Behind where Taco Tico used to be. It reminds me. There's a good buddy of ours that actually works at Critics' Choice. He's actually a bartender. And a good buddy of mine, he will serve you anything you want. Doesn't matter how drunk you get. He will continuously serve you as the great patron that he is. And as a matter of fact, his name is Jason, and he does own a vapor shop. The name of it is Custom Vapors on 1928 Williams Boulevard in beautiful downtown Kenner, Louisiana. Go in there, see him, see what he's got for you. He has some custom tanks, custom juicers, complete mods, complete, whole setups, whatever you may need, whatever for your vaping needs. He will be there for you, just like he's there for us when we're drunk and can't see straight. So speaking of straight, I'm straight, you're straight, they're straight, we're all straight.
Actually, I'm not quite straight yet. I have one thing I'd like to say. That didn't sound right, but Jesus. I meant I have one thing left to say.
Right.
I just recently bought Chris Jericho's new book.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of reading it. I'm actually about halfway done. I just got past the pictures, in the middle of the book, that they always have.
Well, he's a beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man, and the book is beautiful. It's a great read so far. I encourage people to go out and buy it. It's definitely worth the money. Mm-hmm. And pretty much the book, just a quick little thing. The book is pretty much about I guess mottos that he lives by. Mm-hmm. That were given to him by, his favorite rock stars growing up, or his father. Just random things that he's lived by and that he's applied to his life and his career.
Right. And
it is quite entertaining. I go buy it. It's great. And did you know that Chris Jericho is so far a 3-time best-selling New York Times best-selling author?
I did not know it was 3-time, but
it's about to be a 4th time.
Damn. That sounds like he may be the best of all time. That may be
first ever
that may be Mr. Bob by Goat.
First ever undisputed champ, 3-time, possible 4-time New York Times best-selling author. And he holds the record for the most Intercontinental titles held. For 9, I believe. 9 times he's held the title.
I mean, cheer him on, man.
Cheer him on, man.
He also has a hell of a rock band by the name of Fozzy. I'm sure everybody very well knows.
Go listen to him.
He had, not too long ago, had I guess you would call it a new release by the name of Judas. I would look that up on iTunes. I would look that up on wherever the hell you find your music needs. And shout out to Chris Jericho and live long and write a list.
You know what you need to do? He has a new single out called Drinking with Jesus, I think it's called.
Drinking with Jesus.
Just go listen to...
Always somebody I wanted to drink with.
Listen to...
It. There we go. Speaking of it is in theaters nowadays. It is scary as all hell. I would not go see it if you were scared of clowns. You will actually have a minor coronary heart attack in the show. But
so you've seen it?
No, I actually haven't seen it.
No, oh, okay. Okay. Well, I think we are done here. We're out of stuff.
We're out of stuff. We're out of time. I almost said we're out of line, but I didn't want to make y'all think we're snorting coke.
We're doing RKOs out of nowhere.
Out of absolutely nowhere. And this is our world, man. I'm just looking for a nut.
And you know where our world is located? Destination Fuck! That's where it's located.
All right, ladies and gents, y'all have a great, great evening. Have a great rest of the week. We will be back very soon. Sorry for the long wait. I was actually having my first child, and
I was in Atlanta,
and he was in Atlanta. So I mean,
watching the Braves.
Obviously, he had the better time.
I had the better time.
So anyway, all that crying and shit, I'm not down with it. She can take it back, but but anyway, y'all be good. Y'all be good, Double J Nation. We'll see y'all later.
Later.